All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next match in the Gibraltar Darts Trophy 2017. It features players from the Netherlands and England. Please welcome, first of all, the 2012 Lakeside World Champion from the Netherlands, the Lipstick, Kist.
Now it's a long way.
And his opponent, 3 times he's already reigned supreme on the Euro Tour. He is the 2013 Youth World Champion, ranked number 11 in the world. It's the bully boy, Michael Smith.
Michael Smith then with 3 second-round defeats to his name on the European Tour already this year, perhaps feeling the pinch as far as his campaign is concerned here. Fair to say he's had a fairly mixed start to 2017, not quite sure which Michael Smith is going to turn up when we see him on the European stage. And a fairly tough-looking assignment here as well. Kist will have just seen his compatriot Jelle Klaassen bow out, losing to Magnus Carris 6-3. Maybe another upset on the cards here, Chris Murphy.
Possibly, but quite incredibly, Kist never made it past this stage at a European Tour event, so Michael Smith will be hoping to continue that unwanted record for the man nicknamed Lipstick. Smith, yeah, you said it's been a mixed bag of a start to 2017, but it's much better than 2016 was for Michael Smith. He didn't win a game for 3 months at one stage last year. But he feels that time is behind him now. He's reached three semi-finals on the Pro Tour this year, converted 1 into a final as well. So certainly the signs are looking up for Bully Boy. Let's see if he can move towards a potential 4th European Tour title with victory here.
Well, Kist came through his first round match yesterday against Ronnie Hybrex, winning that one 6-4. He had an average of 85.3, 6 from 13 on his
First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
So it was a tough assignment for Kist to negotiate in the first round. And this, likewise, a tough assignment as well. Michael Smith, the number
100.
12 seed here this weekend. Number 11 on the order of merits.
Yeah, back-to-back Euro Tour defeats at the first hurdle for Michael Smith. But the one before that, he reached the quarter-finals in the German Darts Masters and
93.
lost out to Simon Whitlock on that occasion.
So Michael Smith, a player who had a very lean spell towards the end of last year. He reached a final, a semi-final and a quarter-final in the UK Open qualifiers at the start of this year. He's made 3 quarter-finals and a semi-final on the Players' Championship circuit as well. But on the flip side, we saw him lose 6-1 to Jan Dekker in his opening match in Hildesheim. And then he went on to suffer 3 first-round defeats on the Pro Tour out of 4 as well. So, like I say, he's a difficult player to weigh up when he comes into a tournament.
Yeah, but as you said, the mixed bag is correct, because preceding those was the quarter-final against Simon Whitlock, and then in amongst it all was the semi-final against Peter Wright in Wigan, where Snakebite hit a 9-dart finish against him.
And let's not forget as well, he has won 2 European Tour titles, he won 2 European Tour titles in 2015. And he won the European Darts Trophy in 2014 as well. So he has got pedigree, and he's also got the first leg on the board as well.
Yeah, certainly has got European Tour pedigree. In fact, only 3 players have won more titles than Michael Smith. Michael Van Gerwen with 15, Phil Taylor with 4, and Peter Wright, who's now equalled the Powers tally.
100.
And as well as having 3 European titles in the bag, he's also got a Guinness World Record as well for the number of points scored in 1 minute. In a specially arranged event last year, he scored 581. He's bagged 180 there as well.
60.
I wouldn't mind scoring 501 in around a minute here. Or Stephen Bunting threatened to produce perfection early on. St Helens lads doing it, aren't they? Dave Chiswell missed double 12 last weekend. Bunting missing double 12 here. Surely someone will nail the 9 soon. It's getting closer.
We are getting closer. We've seen an abundance of them elsewhere in 2017 so far.
97.
18, I believe. 9 dart legs in 2017 on the PDC circuit.
49, Michael, you're quite
Michael Smith was on the receiving end of one against Peter Wright fairly recently in the Players' Championship semi-final, number 10 at Wigan.
The only Peter Wright's second career 9-dart that one. The man that we'll see after this, Joe Cullen, who takes on Rob Cross, hit his first this year as well.
Yeah, in Barnsley against Jim Brown.
That's a very exciting encounter between two men who have both also picked up their first Pro Tour titles this year.
Short in the second leg.
Doubled his lead, and it looks like Christian Kist
Michael to throw first. Game on.
might just be feeling this hoodoo he's got.
And once again, Michael Smith kicks off a leg with a 180, and Kist consequently just finds himself trying to hang on to the coattails of Michael Smith from the word go. Looks to be in the right mood here, Michael Smith, for this one. 5 perfect darts. Made that 6. Just in the bottom corner, just crept in and just wobbled slightly as well, but no need to panic for Michael Smith. We are on course for a 9-dart finish
96,
here.
Michael, 141.
Will this be the 19th of the year, Chris Murphy?
Well, we talked about the potential, said it's getting closer. Signed. Not quite sealed and delivered, though, for Michael Smith. He misses a 7th dart. Ripple of applause.
Yeah, good effort.
90.
I think he fancied it, didn't he? Because you could see he was very disappointed.
He was. But nevertheless, he's on course for an 11-dart leg here. And more importantly, a 3-0 lead as well. That's found the 8, so 43 away now. It might be a 12-dart leg, but that will do. Tops then for a 3-0 lead. Tops he gets, and it's very, very comfortable so far here for Michael Smith.
Wonderful stuff from Michael Smith so far.
Absolutely racing away with this one. Potentially at the halfway stage already of this match. Average of 115 at the moment.
So you look at the disparity in the averages.
57.
32 points.
Well, that'll bring it down, but look at the first 9 average. That's what I'm saying about Kist. He's just trailing from the word go. He just can't get involved in any of the legs so far.
94.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to progress to somewhere he's never been.
100.
Kist.
Yeah, could be kissing goodbye to his European Tour hopes once again here in Gibraltar.
Bully boy living up to his nickname, because he is just bullying
125.
his Dutch opponent all over the hooker here. Already had 3 maximums.
140.
Christian Kist hasn't managed a 140 yet.
And it looks as though he's on course for another early exit here in Gibraltar. Second round he made last year as well. He lost to Mervyn King 6-2 at this stage 12 months ago.
140. Christian, you require 140.
Well, he hasn't had a 140 yet. He needs it to check out this time. And he might well do it. Oh,
well, there we go. Don't write him off just yet.
Couldn't score one, but he could finish one. And reduces the arrears to 2 legs.
140.
Just when it looked as though Michael Smith might have been thinking about a very early finish and a whitewash here, Kist
100.
gets one in the bag. It was only a hold of throw for Christian Kist anyway, but nevertheless a 140 checkout,
57.
the biggest of the day so far. Of course, that honour will belong to Darryl Gurney, or 170, a maximum as we saw yesterday from John Henderson as well.
We've seen plenty of ton plus finishers, especially today.
Magnus Karras with a very eye-catching one as well against the Yellow Klassen of 127 in that 6-3 win. The upset of the day so far. The only upset of the day so far. All the other seeds negotiating their way through, one way or another.
Number 12 seed Michael Smith halfway there in this one.
Got that rhythm, hasn't he now, Michael Smith? Quick fire stuff.
Well, he hit the 180 to leave 30 there.
96. Michael, you've got a 30.
And he's gone straight for the double 15 with Kist on
Michael
111.
Smith, six leg Christian to throw first.
Best I've seen in Michael Smith play in some time, this.
Yeah, he looks very assured, very confident, and he's finding the big numbers. So too Christian Kist now, though.
They're still averaging in excess of 110, around the 112 mark right now.
Well, the highest average yesterday was 99 and a bit from Steve Beaton, wasn't it?
55.
Michael Smith could be about to smash that.
Excuse the mistake, Robbie's playing quite like Michael Van Gerwen.
He is indeed playing like Michael Van Gerwen, yep.
96.
Wanted from Kist at the beginning of this leg, just gave him the advantage, just hoping to cling on to Bully Boy's coattails.
$96. Christian, you're going 129.
Well, Kist looking good here too, gets a second leg on the scoreboard as well, with Smith with work to do on 293. Always time for one more though, in between.
Game short to the sixth leg, Christian Kist.
Well, it is still just one break of throw that separates these two. It's a shame from Kist's point of view that he did suffer that break early on when Smith was all guns blazing.
140.
And he couldn't land any punches, the Dutchman. That's what he's got to keep telling himself here. Just needs to find one break, but the opportunities and the legs in which he can do that are fast running out here. There we see very impressive stats from Michael Smith. If you're looking at a 15 dart leg as par,
57.
He's 7 under par at this moment in time.
Yeah, certainly the most impressive display that we've seen so far here in Gibraltar. Michael Smith taking it up a notch or two, or perhaps a few more than that.
57.
Well, if I was about to say if Kist can post a ton 40 here, which he won't, but
85.
Well, that was an opportunity just to kick on a bit there. Try and win the darts over in this seventh leg.
131.
Smith back in control now, though.
He's upped his game, Christian Kist. Earlier on, we spoke about a 32-point disparity. That's down to, it's about halved that now.
59.
Well, he had to. He really could only move in one direction. Ooh, loose
42.
Final dart there as well, but Kist is on a bogey number anyway.
Yeah, a bit of anguish on Michael Smith's face because he knows that he may only end up getting one dart at double, but he does have the opportunity to put it right.
58.
And he's not under an awful lot of pressure either.
He'll want to take this out here and now, though, just in case. Tops then, 4 or 5-2 lead.
54.
Yeah, just a shred of the shoulders as he retrieved his darts once again. Kist on 108 here.
Seen this before today as well. It looks maybe a little tricky, but he has found the corner of the treble.
76.
Doesn't find a double though. That would have just been a table turner.
And it would have really frustrated Michael Smith. He's got away with that one to an extent.
Michael Smith.
So a missed start at double 16.
To throw first. Game on.
All the omens were working against Christian Kist. We told you about his wretched record on the European Tour at this stage. Also hasn't beaten Michael Smith. They met twice before. Smith beating him in the Grand Slam in 2014 and then at a Players' Championship event last year.
57.
He has been in decent form, of late, reached a Players' Championship final himself at the back end of 2016. So we did feel he'd put up a fight, which he has put in a decent performance. But Michael Smith has just put in the performance of the tournament, hasn't he?
Yes, he certainly has. And time is running out here for Christian Kist.
140.
I'll keep reading about Michael van Gerwen down in my notes here. Michael Smith just increasingly with this habit now of just finding the odd stray dart going right.
65.
Well, 6-180 is how he'd love to add a 7. 140 would get him in front, but in the end...
51. Christian Uruguayan, 96.
Well, he went for 11 there to leave 170 on purpose. Michael Smith. The cheek.
Setting up something special potentially if Kist doesn't finish the job here. Double 8 is not found.
70.
Well then, what a way to wrap things up this would be. First part of the equation, but not the second.
83.
And Kist returns to trim the deficit once more to 5-3. Well, maybe Michael Smith will be back on the oche in a moment.
Well,
he will be, but it's the start of the next leg.
Game on.
He hasn't been able to carry on that level of performance that he showed for the first 5 legs or so. Christian Kist has upped his game, and there's still a chance for Christian Kist just to ask a few more questions of Michael Smith. But he's made a good start to what he hopes will be the last leg.
Kist needs a big score here.
140.
Toe to toe with 140s, but still with work to do.
134.
Chipping away, Michael Smith.
Well, Christian Kist has taken a chunk out of the 3 or 4 to get himself down to a finish. Michael Smith gambled. Hasn't paid off, so Kist may get a dart here at the full or better.
Well, this would make things very interesting indeed if he were to do this. Treble 18 leaves the bullseye. Oh my word, that will hurt. Christian Kist with a 1-2-4 checkout. He finds the first break he needs. A hold here for a 5-all scoreline, and we could be on course for a decider after all. And Michael Smith just cannot believe what has happened there. Brilliant, brilliant darts from Christian Kist.
135.
Yeah, knowing grin from Michael Smith. Had the match in the palm of his hand. And maybe Christian Kist can bring an end to a couple of unwanted records here. Certainly looks likely to set up a decider after the earliest exchange of this leg, and he's found a way past that first dart.
99.
Yeah, well, we've talked about his woes on the European Tour, but let's not forget, this is a man who made the last 8 at the Players' Championship finals in Minehead last year. He's had a couple of runs to the last 16 in the Players' Championship this year as well. He's beaten Peter Wright this year as well, let's not forget, Christian Kist.
Of course, the former BDO World Champion as well.
100.
He's got pedigree. Has he got what it takes to hold and then break and become the second unseeded player to win through this afternoon session?
Well, he's already taken out 2 big ones already today, 140 and 124, but the 167 won't go, but he's got plenty in hand here on Michael Smith, who's still adrift on 334. Kist is down to 68, so
94.
on course here for a 14-dart leg and a 14-dart hole to force a decider. And not many people would have seen that coming after Smith raced into a 3-0 lead.
48.
Yeah, Smith led 4-1 as well. Now he can apply some pressure. That's an awkward dart, which is why he's moved.
70. Christian Uruguayan 20.
Again, he's left 170 quite deliberately.
But will he get the chance, I suspect? Well, it's more than hope than expectation, and indeed, Christian Kist finds double 10. And we are into an 11th and final leg.
Well, this one leg will decide who meets James Wade or Dimitri Vandenberg in the last 16 tomorrow. Smith managed to find 2 big trebles. Has he managed to just stem the tide? The Kist comeback.
Yeah, Kist has won 4 of the last 5 legs here.
93.
Been a match of two halves. Smith led 4-1 and then effectively Kist has won the last 5 4-1. So here we are in the decider. Kist back in the groove here after a disappointing opening 3 darts.
Well, momentum believers will suggest that Kist has it on his side. However, often you see a player that's kind of relaxed when they're so far behind in the game, play a better dart.
But when it comes to the crunch, yeah.
The pressure's on again. The pressure's on again now because Michael Smith has left himself a possible outshot after 9.
43. Michael, 153.
Yeah, 43 from Kist. That's come at the worst possible time for him. And Michael Smith, this will do very nicely indeed.
117.
Well, he's got all the time in the world as it stands. Because the ton wouldn't leave the finish. A 140 would.
140.
And he's found one. Michael Smith wants double 18 for the match. He just missed it.
Will he miss it again? There's your answer. No, he won't. And Michael Smith breathes a big sigh of relief as he secures his passage into round 3 in a meeting with either James Wade or Dimitri van den Berg in the 3rd round tomorrow. Michael Smith led 3-0 and 4-1, but Christian Kist fought back ever so well. And the 1-2-4 check out to secure the elusive break of throw made it 5-4, and from that moment on you thought Kist had the momentum, but as we say, when it came to the crunch, Michael Smith had the answers. Christian Kist, his woes on the European Tour continue. Once he can't find his way through to the 3rd round, Michael Smith will find out exactly how relieved he is. Speaking to RMC Jacques Nougat right now. On the way next, final match of the afternoon session, Joe Cullen, number 13 seed against Rob Cross.